Welcome to the first episode of the RecklessWrenchGarage cast, the second fastest growing garage cast on the internet.
Garage cast. Huh. I like it. It caught me by surprise. I was very confused what was going on.
Just kidding, we're not doing a podcast, garage cast, anything like that.
Although garage cast.
Yeah. Kind of has a nice ring to it.
Reckless Wrench Garage cast.
Anyway, we're here to give you guys some updates, answer some questions, talk about some things on our end, take care of some business. Because we know we've been flying under the radar a little bit this year, you know? It's been a weird year.
You are not wrong.
Yeah. So I guess we should address the first question that I know everyone's wondering about. Where have we been? I know Josh Lynn is always commenting, where's Chris? And it works on whatever video he's talking about, but where's Chris? Why haven't we been posting as often? Those are definitely the top ones that we're getting.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm right here. I don't know what else to say. And you're right there.
I don't know. This is not movie magic right now. Like, high five. It's real life.
The last video before all the stuff went down was what?
Well, really the last time that we were together filming and working on something, like a whole project, was King of the Hammers in February. Because that came around, and then as soon as we got back from King of the Hammers, we were like, okay, full throttle for Full Size Invasion. I had a bunch of stuff, little stuff to get done on the Ranger. You had a bunch of stuff to knock out on the Suburban.
Yep.
And we were like, just kind of put our heads down, and we're going to work to get both vehicles ready for the trip. And then we all know what happened with COVID and the pandemic. We don't need to talk about that. Everyone's had the same weird year as us.
Yep.
But that basically threw a wrench in things, and instead of us getting the vehicles ready for that, we were just working on our vehicles then. And
yeah, I ended up... So initially, the only thing I really had to do for Full Size Invasion was replace my... Well, get everything squared away, try to get the spare tire stuff figured out, so I could actually carry that outside. I was building the tire carrier, doing the sheet metal. I wanted to get the front bushings replaced because I was starting to get a little bit of vibration up front. That's really all I had to do, and it just kind of went... Oh, what do you say? It's like snowballed?
Yeah.
I guess? So I did even more with the sheet metal. I was going to wait for the sheet metal until after Full Size Invasion. That's right. I ended up getting in depth with the sheet metal. I pulled both axles off, redid the links, sleeved the rear links, painted all of it.
my only plans were, so we got back from King of the Hammers, and right away I just needed to put the 609 under the front and do the 3-link.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like 2 months, so it was plenty of time to do it, but then like halfway through that project, everything just got canceled, so it definitely strung out a little bit longer than intentionally planned.
A little bit?
Well, the front end was done after... It was done before May. I mean, it would have... It for sure would have been done before Full Size Invasion. Like, it was driving before Full Size Invasion.
That's right, but then the drive shafts thing, right? Wasn't that right after you got the front end done?
Yeah, so I got... Yeah, that was on the shakedown run in May, and blew up the rear drive shaft. I got that replaced pretty quickly. But then at that point, I was just like, I want to do trailing arms and bypasses and other things, because I was bored out of my mind with everything being closed down. We couldn't go wheeling. We couldn't do anything. So, yeah, that's how that snowballed. But yeah, so I know that people have been wondering why we haven't been in all the videos together all the time. And there was a lot of little projects that I was knocking out of my house. Chris was trying to knock out things over here at his house, getting things done and put together. And we also did a lot of housework too.
Yeah.
In the springtime, so...
Yeah, I redid my front yard and my backyard. I still have to do the side yard.
I know a lot of people wonder, you know, I hope you know by now, we don't do YouTube full time.
No.
Yeah, this is just our like little hobby or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we just do this for fun. So life comes at us sometimes. We got houses, family, jobs, and all that kind of stuff that we have to prioritize sometimes as well. So plans and projects going into the future. The Suburban's pretty much done, for the most part.
Yeah, there's small handful of things that I still want to do on the Suburban. I want to finish up the interior. I just smashed up the door, and I want to get the body looking okay, make it look decent, paint it, whatever. And then the Suburban's pretty much done. I'm not going to be changing any of the suspension. I'm going to keep the radius arms for, I don't know, a while. I had considered a 3-link, but I decided, I mean, it works the way it is right now, so I'm not going to change anything. I'll just replace bushings as necessary.
Yeah. In terms of other projects going forward, so the Ranger, I don't foresee any major work that's like going to be video worthy on it in a long time. I'm really just wanting to use it for the next at least year or whatever, instead of take it apart again in my driveway like I seem to have the habit of doing. But
well, you have to take it apart to fix the axles.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that yet. So, in terms of new projects or other projects, it's been on our Instagram. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you go to Instagram, RecklessWrenchGarage. Chris got a Bronco. It's not actually his. He's just caretaking it. And while it's under our care, it's getting a rear 4-link and a front 3-link.
Yep. And
in exchange for all of this work that he's doing on it,
I get another project.
Yeah, he's getting another project. Do you want to say what it is on this? I mean, in this video, do you want to say what it is, or?
I suppose I could.
Yeah.
So it's a little Samurai buggy. A Suzuki Samurai. It's got some built-up axles. There's no more Samurai to it, body-wise.
Yeah.
It looks like a sandrail on a Samurai frame. It's just tubes, and it's on propane. I think right now it's only on 31s, but I'm hoping I can scratch some 35s together for it. And yeah.
So yeah, we're hoping to get that. That will be kind of fun to go mess around in and have an entirely different platform to, number one, test out, and then number two, obviously modify and do all sorts of crazy stuff with it. So that will be kind of cool. We got that to look forward to. So they're going to get the Bronco 3 and 4 link, which will be coming out shortly here, probably in another couple weeks. So you guys will start getting those videos. If you want any updates on those, make sure you go to our Instagram. And we also created a Facebook group. It's called Reckless Wrench Nation. So make sure you go onto Facebook, search the groups, and join up that. It'll be easier for us to post kind of updates on that, and we could have much more open community discussions, and you guys can talk to us more on that platform. It seems to be that's the best option, really.
Yeah, people ask us a lot of questions on YouTube and on Instagram. And on Facebook, not only do we get an answer, but there's other people that watch the channel or just like to harass us that actually will know more about these things. So it'd be a good avenue for some information.
Yeah, I mean, you guys tons of people have already gone in there and posted pictures of their projects. So I gotta say, Reckless Wrench Nation has some cool stuff out there, like really cool stuff. And that's awesome for us to get to see that. So who's watching our videos, and if they got questions, technical advice, any sort of thing like that, go in there and check it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Other projects coming up. Well, not really new. The drift car, that's going to be coming back. I don't think we didn't do any kind of video on that. I thought about it. I don't know if I'm going to.
About the wreck?
Yeah.
Or
I
just
have some video.
In general?
In general. So we went to No Coast again this year. That was Labor Day weekend. Took the drift car out there. Didn't do a whole lot of recording, but I ended up losing all skill and folding it in half over a T-wall. So conveniently, I was parked across the way from the guys at Car Crafters, and they came over and told me, hey, bring it by the shop and we'll do what we can to get it situated. So I just got some pictures of it, and it's pretty straight compared to what it was when I took it there. So I'm excited.
Real quick, Reckless Wrench Nation, I took these pictures of, we weren't filming, unfortunately, but I got these pictures of the drift car in the dirt. And I gotta say, this is where it is meant to be. Like, it veered off the track to go to the dirt. It knows that's what it's meant to do.
It has a mind of its own.
I need everyone to go in the comments and tell Chris we need to do a full video of the drift car like roadkill style dirt track driving in that car. That's what it needs right now. And I'm a firm believer, anything is 100 times cooler when it's in the dirt. Chris has a quad frame and a street bike.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a thing this winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a little Honda 300EX and a Gixxer 750, and I'm gonna try to smush those together to become one, and try not to die.
They don't know about the
Howard's thing?
No, not that. They don't know about that either. But the other thing you got.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that too.
We also need. I need you guys. All right, I gotta ask for your help again. Comment. Now. He has what it is. It C600? Is that what it is?
C60.
C60. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I just think big and 600. But
That's fine.
he's got a C60. We picked it up here. It's amazing. It needs 50s though. It needs it. Like you cannot deny that fact.
No, it. Well, I was talking to Cooper about that, and so it's 2-wheel drive. So putting 50s on it is,
Don't
but
act like that's ever stopped.
But putting 50s on it and slamming it would be pretty freaking sweet.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, so it's a 75 C60. It's got a small block in it right now and a 4-speed and a 2-speed rear end. And it's just kind of sitting. I got it running, driving, replace the brakes on it. I just still need to do a little bit of carb work so I can really take it down the road, but I have to do some work on that and get the title situation figured out before I can do anything with that. But that's going to be specifically the crawler hauler, toy hauler thing. Some of you might remember Howard. He shows up randomly in our videos, mostly because he doesn't like being in front of the camera, although we are starting to force him to be there because he finally has a project that he has almost everything together for, and he's been part of the Reckless Wrench this whole time. He's
been behind the scenes,
camera shy.
He's BTS all the time. Like a lot of times he will operate a camera for us.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be my stunt double a lot of times when I'm not around. He helped a lot on the off-road battle.
Mm-hmm.
Huge help in that one. He helped you film all up in Moab this year because I wasn't able to make it to full-size invasion after the reschedule and all that.
Yep.
But you guys remember him. He's been around a lot. He's got a project we're hoping here soon we'll get cracking on. So
yeah, I think a couple more parts and it'll be ready to start.
And it involves a Blazer frame, so all of you square body folk out there can get excited about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm slacking, but I have a video in work for full-size invasion itself. Some people don't know what full-size invasion is. They have a lot of questions about it, so I threw something together real quick with Jared, and I will get that out as soon as I sit down in front of the computer more than I have been. I also have a ton of footage from that, so I could just throw some random wheeling video together.
That'd be cool too, yeah.
It's just a compilation of full-size.
Yeah. If anyone's even still watching this, comment down below if you wanted to see that just compilation of wheeling.
This is going to be a really long, boring video. This is a garage cast.
People don't know who makes our videos, like who films it, who edits it, like how do we do that? That's like one common thing I get a lot from people when I talk to them.
So if you watch our videos and it's like really nice editing, it's him. And if you watch anything else, it's probably me. Huh?
So I want to explain to people when we first started this 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Is it? 3 years ago. Yeah, so when we first started the channel 3 years ago, we only had one editing computer, which was at my house. We filmed and did everything at Chris's house.
Mm-hmm.
So literally what we would do, we'd work in his driveway all day, and then Saturday night, we'd go back over to my house, put all of the footage on the computer, and we would stay up till like 2 in the morning making things. So those really early videos, like our first 5 or 6 videos of how they were so crappy.
Terrible.
Well, we were learning a lot too, but we were staying up till like 2 in the morning just to put the video out for our weekly upload when we first started. So that's how it first started, but then after about a year, and we decided that, okay, we're going to be doing this for more or for longer. I built a new computer because I needed one for school and other stuff anyway, but it's much better at editing. So then I definitely took on more of the editing work at that point because I could be way more efficient. But then we had an extra computer that Chris got.
Yeah. So I stole his computer and still using some of the older software and slower computer. And I haven't sat down to really do some of the fancy stuff that he does. But typically what's going to happen, or what you've been seeing, so all the Suburban videos this year, I edited, put together. I'm pretty sure all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then all the Ranger videos you've done.
Yeah.
And then if we did something together, typically he did it.
So a lot of people don't realize that you did the Ultra 4 Jones King of the Hammers video that we put out.
Oh yeah, all the special feature videos.
Yeah.
I do those ones.
Yeah. And honestly, having two setups, two computers, I mean, yeah, his setup isn't as good as mine for editing and that kind of stuff, but it helps so much of us getting out content because I can't imagine if we were still trying to make this many videos on one system.
Yeah.
We'd be backed up for so much. Like, it would take forever to do that. Like, I already have, like, a ton of stuff on my computer that I haven't, like, actually turned into a video.
Yeah. Well, I have that hard drive
Yeah.
and the computer, and both of them are almost full. So.
Yeah. But it's always, so to answer who edits the videos and who films it, it's kind of always been a mix. Other items to talk about. We have new merch, finally. It is something that, this is stuff I've been working on for a long time. Yeah, go grab that. We could show them that part. I don't have, as I'm filming this, I don't have the stickers, but they're going to be here before this goes up here really shortly, actually. I'm waiting for them. But we have mini flags. So if any of you guys want to put one of these up on your wall, or they're good for like a CB antenna, a whip, or whatever you got, they're the perfect size for that. And we have the big size banners again that we sold a couple years ago. So we got more of those. Doing I don't know how many we'll do, if we sell out of them, if we'll get more or not. I'm not sure, but
I know everybody liked our flags more than they liked our hats.
yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
So
we got the flags, large and small, new stickers. We still got the hats. Make sure you go to RecklessWrenchGarage.com, check those out. Help the channel out. 100% of the money goes right back into the channel. Like, we don't keep any, like, we don't even buy our own, like, buy the equipment, like camera equipment with that. It's all into like trips or projects or other merchandise and stuff like that. So questions. We're little Q&A, we kind of like just last minute, like.
You gotta do it like Mike.
Oh, what do we get?
You gotta do some weird sound effects, okay? That he doesn't actually put in the video, but he talks about it in the video. And then say, Q&A segment!
What he said.
Yeah!
So, on Instagram, first, Ruben, no question. Just want to say I love you both. Like Mando loves Baby Yoda. We love you too, Ruben. Should we acknowledge Drew?
No, he's not important.
I don't even think he watches these videos.
No.
I don't think he does.
No.
Straight Line Outlaws, what are some upcoming videos? So this is one thing I wanted to address. Upcoming videos that we have. We have shock tuning on the Ranger that we finally did. That was a period of 3 different days that I did things, and actually 4 days, because that 4th day we went out and did some filming too and wheeling and whatnot. So yeah, we have 4 days of kind of shock tuning compiled into one video that I'm working on. That will be the very next video coming out. We have the Bronco 4-link and 3-link that we're working on, so you guys will see that. Chris has full-size invasion stuff that he's working on, 1, possibly 2, or
possibly just... No, I'll make a compilation video of some sort of just wheeling. That's all it's gonna be, is just wheeling. It'll be like a wheeling music video.
Ooh,
without
I like those
lyrics.
I like those even better.
Yeah. And our intro.
Yeah,
because our intro is badass.
It is. So I do have a ton of ideas for videos. So maybe you guys could comment of which ones you like. So you might have, some of these you might be hearing for the first time. You already know. So we got sent an Evolution power saw. It's freaking amazing. We want to do a review on that one, so we have a ton of footage of that now, since we've been using it all year. So we're gonna put together a little review of that. One thing I got an idea the other day to do a video for a budget 609 axle build.
Oh yeah, I saw you talking to some people
So
about that.
yeah, I basically want to go to the junkyard and see if I could get everything to build 609, take it home, and then me and you build it. I don't know what we would put it under or anything yet, but can we build a 609, a steering 609 from the junkyard and have it be super strong and super badass? So that's one thing I have an idea for.
I got a 9-inch right there.
I know you have one, but it's cooler if we could go to the junkyard and take it.
That's true.
So that way anyone that has a junkyard around them could potentially go and do this. That's one idea. Another idea I have is 4-link tips. So we've done multiple link videos. We have one coming up right now, but just kind of like a DIY, these are lessons that we've learned type tips. We're not necessarily going to be having a project in front of us, but some of the lessons that we've learned harder than others about 4-linking or just any link suspension tips that we've acquired.
Like tube trusses don't work very well.
Exactly like that. Oh, we want to do another off-road battle type video.
Yes, that's actually part of why I'm trying to get the Bronco done. Because the last off-road battle, as those of you who watched it know, Wes won in a buggy. So we're thinking about doing a dedicated buggy off-road battle, and then also have like a sheet metal one. Not necessarily two different series, but the next battle will be buggies, and then we'll have another off-road battle after that if everything goes well, and it'll be back to kind of normal. Because we want it to be, I don't know, I guess easier for people to participate in.
Yeah, well, so both of us agreed that some of the most fun that not only did we have wheeling, but also like filming and editing was doing the off-road battle. Mm-hmm. And I think out of last year, that was easily my favorite video that we did. We want to do more. So we have an idea for buggy battle, which is why Chris is trying to acquire a buggy. We want to do like a sheet metal only battle to, have other types of vehicles in there. And we really kind of want to run along with that because it was so much fun to do. It's a ton of work. That's why we haven't done it since then, because of how much work it took to do that. But we want to do more. And yeah, I have a couple other ideas for videos, but we're holding those close to our chest because we don't want other YouTube channels out there stealing them.
Yeah, like I had this idea to build a Power Wheels with a cool little motorcycle. I'm just kidding. That was all them.
Another question. What word of advice do you have for the younger generation? Is he saying we're old? Advice?
I just started losing my hair at a young age, okay? I'm not really that old.
We've all seen the bald spot. I mean,
shut up. Get that spray on hair.
Advice for the younger generation.
Do crack, it's cheaper.
Go to Oregon for that. So I guess my advice for maybe not necessarily the younger generation, but the people just getting into this hobby, because you could get into this at any point in terms of fabrication, that kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's kind of the biggest thing I see people do is they get so afraid that they're going to mess something up or have to redo something on their whatever they're building that they don't ever actually build something. They just get caught in this cycle of, I want to do this, but I'm afraid to screw it up, or I'm afraid I'm going to have to redo it.
Yeah.
But honestly, we've learned more redoing our mistakes than I think I ever have on anything else. So that's my biggest recommendation.
Yeah. That's perfect.
And practice. Practice welding a lot.
Yeah. And 110 welders will get the job done. You just have to do a little extra work to make it work.
These are questions from Reckless Wrench Nation on Facebook. Make sure you go check those out. Derek is asking us, what's our next project, Chris? Ranger looks pretty done. We kind of addressed that. We have a lot of projects on the channel. Personally, I don't have any projects upcoming. Like I said, I want to leave the Ranger how it is. I have a disgusting little seed planted in my head, though, as a horrible idea to build a subframe, take the cab off the Ranger, and then build a full tube chassis off of that. It's a horrible idea. Someday I want to do it because it's in my head and I'm never going to stop thinking about it, but not for at least another year. Daryl Bates asked, will both of you be competing in Huckfest with your respective machines? Chris?
You know, there's a couple words that people say that really irritate the crap out of me.
One of them is cherry.
I don't exactly know why. It just does. So when I read that, I just completely avoid that. Okay? Cherry is one of them, meaning, you know, that's cherry. Like that's a good thing, I guess. Rad is one of them, which a lot of people that I look up to use that word. And huck.
At least he's not saying something like, when are you going to be competing in Yeet Fest?
Oh, God. Okay, there's that one, too.
Yeah. That's my personal pet peeve, but I don't know. It'd be totally rad to go to Huckfest someday.
I'm gonna fucking kick you.
Abe asked us a couple questions. First question is, will you be at the next Trail Hero?
That's actually a decent possibility next year. This year, Full Size Invasion was rescheduled, and that happened like a month, or maybe not even a whole month, but just before Trail Hero this year.
It was 2 weeks, I think, that separated them. Yeah.
Okay, so it happened right before, and again, like we said, the majority of what we make from the channel actually goes into our trips. So what we make paid for the Full Size Invasion trip, and we didn't quite have enough to make it, or the time off to make it to Trail Hero. So next year, Full Size Invasion is supposed to be in March, and Trail Hero is in the end of September.
Yeah, and
that's a good possibility.
One thing that's so awesome about the YouTube channel is we have been fortunate enough that because of you guys watching our videos, we have been able to cross some bucket list events off, like Full Size Invasion in Moab. That was all because of you guys. Going to King of the Hammers last year was all because of the channel. So we're super... Yeah, damn, it was this year. We're super great. Yeah,
it's been a long year.
It has. God, this year. We're very grateful that we're able to do those kinds of trips, and Trail Hero is one of those other events that is on our very short list of events that we want to make it out to. So it is on the radar, and we are trying to get there. Ian Boyce from the Total Off-Road Podcast, he's asking, when are you going to make it to the Midwest? Kind of along the same lines is Abe asking us, when are we going to come to the East Coast?
Oh, we'll go to the East Coast when Cletus invites us to, what is it? 2.4 hours of lemons?
No, 2.4 hours of Lemullets. So the furthest east I've gone is, well, for off-roading, it's going to be Arkansas. I haven't really gone any further east than that. I know there's off-road parks out that way. That's the one thing that's kind of discouraging about going that way, is it's like driving to an off-road park that far away.
Out here, it's easy because, like where we wheel usually, it's open space. So you just go out there and wherever you want. And
how about, okay, I'm going to throw this back at Abe and Ian. Where on the Midwest should be on our radar, and where on the East Coast needs to be on our radar for wheeling?
That.
Yeah.
Well, until next time, check out all those other podcasts, because this is probably going to be the last one we do for at least another year.
Yep, definitely. And if any of you guys have neutral in your vehicle out there, you too have a trans brake.
Until next time.
Stay reckless.